The Cursed Tree of Dread Spire. Always, villagers warned against going too deep into Dreadspire Forest. According to history, the old trees were alive, not with animals or ghosts, but with an evil force that waited in the shadows and whispered to everyone who entered inside. In the past, a woman who was accused of witchcraft was brought to the center of the forest, chained to a large tree, and then burned alive. As the flames engulfed her, she yelled a curse into the night, claiming that no living creature would prosper near the tree, and anyone who touched it would be haunted by visions of her suffering. Since then, the tree has stood alone in a lifeless clearing, its bark twisted and blackened as though it had been burnt by the fire. Although the locals told the story in a variety of ways, they all included the same warning: don't touch the tree. After hearing the rumors, paranormal researcher Dr. Ellen Carter set them down as superstition. After years of clearing superstitions, she was captivated by the belief of a haunted tree. Armed with a flashlight, her recording devices, and an endless curiosity, she headed into the forest by herself on a cold evening. As she moved further into the forest, a strange feeling overcame her, the feeling of being watched. When she was not looking, the trees appeared to move, their cracked branches extending slightly closer. No one else was around, yet the wind carried ghostly whispers. Then she noticed it. The tree stood in the middle of an empty valley of ground, its wood burnt and broken. Thick roots crawled across the ground like fossilized snakes. It was surrounded by a dense air that was oppressively charged with a mysterious force. Ellen took a step forward and touched the raw branches. Her ears were filled with a harsh whisper, "You should not have come." Darkness took over her vision, sending pain through her skull. Her head was filled with images. Eyeless figures screaming silently, features trembled in suffering, a woman with hollow eyes smiling with blood dripping from her lips. Ellen fell, gasping for air as the visions faded. When she woke up, she was laying at the base of the tree, the forest surrounding her covered in a mysterious darkness. Her equipment was gone, and the only sign of her presence was a deep red mark on her palm, where she had touched the tree. Panicked, she was running, branches grasping at her, as if the forest itself wanted to hold her back. The trees appeared to close in, their branches changing and their shadows becoming darker. She was standing in front of an abandoned, decaying house that should not have been there when she eventually moved out of the forest. The entrance door opened by its own. She noticed the people from her dreams standing in a circle within. A single wooden chair was in the center, empty yet waiting for her. A cool but merciful voice whispered in her ear, "You belong to the tree now." Behind her, the door shut loudly. She screamed. The villagers never saw Ellen Carter again, but some nights when the wind blew through the woods, they felt they could hear her screams echoing from Dread Spire Forest, a place where the trees watched, the shadows whispered, and the cursed tree stood, waiting for its next victim. Subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.